Hello, I'm John and welcome to John's Box, my YouTube channel, and to the 9th of 10 editions of Swindon Sporting Heritage. And today we're going to feature Swindon Storm, the American Football Club. By the way, so far in this series, which started about 2 years ago, I've featured, in no particular order, hockey, so that's field hockey, ice hockey, that was the last one, the Wildcats, rugby union, bowls, cricket, running, and most popular of the videos so far, speedway. So as I've mentioned, today is the turn of Swindon Storm, which has been around for about 12 years, 13 years now. Before that, there was the Swindon Steelers, which started about 40 years ago and finished 30 years ago. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. Swindon Storm, formed in 2012, is an American football club based in Swindon. The club was founded by Steve Bennett, marking the return of American football to Swindon after a 15-year hiatus. They compete in the British American Football Association National Leagues and play their home games at the Supermarine Sports and Social Club. Swindon Storm offers opportunities for various age groups and skills levels, including adult, women's, under-19 and under-16 teams. They are committed to being an inclusive club where everyone can feel at home, regardless of experience. The team has received funding from both Wiltshire Council and Swindon Borough Council, enabling them to provide free training to players aged 14 and older using the club's equipment. In 2017, a £10,000 grant was secured to kit the team. Despite having already been played in the USA for over a century, American football in the UK didn't really gain much in popularity until the 1980s. Initially, nearly 20 teams attempted to establish a single UK league in the mid-1980s, but couldn't reach a consensus on its structure. Consequently, several smaller leagues with more teams began their seasons, including the UK American Football Association, in which Swindon-based team the Steelers began their dreams of success. In 1985, the Swindon Steelers, established in the early 1980s, stormed to their first conference title, though they ultimately lost the final 44-32, played at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham against the Slough Silverbacks. Local running legend Les Lynn appeared in the lineup. The next year, the Steelers tied for the top spot in their division in the newly created Budweiser League, with aspirations of reaching the Bud Bowl. Unfortunately, they only made it to the semi-finals, suffering a 43-0 defeat to the Norwich Ravens, not Norwich, but Northwich Ravens, who were the original and most successful team in the UK at the time. The Steelers never made it back to the playoffs and were disbanded in 1994, less than 10 years after their initial success. Local resident Steve Bennett, boasting 19 years of experience in the field, took it upon himself to establish a club in Swindon with the support of dedicated local players. Swindon Storm was finally born. Coach Bennett refined the club's framework and enhanced his own coaching skills through collaborations with teams in Bristol, Reading and Bath. Both Swindon Borough Council and Wiltshire Council also played key roles in laying the foundations for Swindon Storm by providing funding, coaching, first aid, youth welfare and safeguarding qualifications. Having previously been quite nomadic, in 2020 the then head coach Adrian Meese oversaw Storm's move to a new home ground in the heart of Swindon at Southbrook Playing Fields. The permanent residence has space for a full 100-yard field, complete with posts, 2 youth pitches, as well as changing rooms and facilities. The club offers opportunities for players aged 13 and above across various teams. So there's the adult team, which competes in Division 2 of the British American Football Association National League, the oldest continuous American football league in Britain. There's also the women's team, established in April 2021. This team offers 7v7 contact American football for women aged 16 and above. They currently engage in friendly scrimmages with other teams and aim to expand their player base to compete in the National Women's Football League. There's the Under-19 team, which competes in the 7v7 contact football, serving as a stepping stone between youth and adult games, open to individuals aged 16 to 18. The Under-16s team participates in the 5v5 contact American football within the BAFA National League, welcoming new recruits aged 13 and over. The club emphasises inclusivity, welcoming individuals of all experience levels. They regularly host taster sessions and encourage community involvement. Swindon Storm also maintains a rivalry with the Oxford Saints, contributing to the local sports culture. The club is alive and well, at least according to its website. Its last league fixtures, according to it, was back in April 2024, and currently there is no information as to fixtures for the current season. There is also information about all teams engaged in activities, as well as information about the community and sponsors. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're a member of the team or supporter of Swindon Storm, perhaps you'd like to write your comments on your experience in that club. Would be interesting. Every comment adds to the content and sometimes actually adds the reality to the content. I don't have the opportunity to go out and see for myself. So, okay, in the last of these covering Swindon sporting heritage, I'm going to feature, well, I don't know yet, maybe Swindon basketball. There's also a rugby league team. Maybe there's a team I haven't mentioned, which I haven't covered. Perhaps you'd like to drop that in the comments. I'm sure there are other Swindon clubs. Could be a climbing club, I guess there is, or croquet, who knows. Squash club, I'm sure there's a Swindon squash club. What about judo, karate? There probably is. Swimming club, Swindon Dolphins. Okay, so there are lots and lots, but I have to choose one more in the last episode, which will be coming up soon. That's it. Probably my last video this year. So wishing you all a Merry Christmas. Maybe it won't be my last video this year, but I still wish you a Merry Christmas. See you again in the next video. Bye.